everyone. Just watch this. Watch that. Turned her head just in time to make Angel think that she didn't see her. So, and that has already went viral. 1.5 million, over a million views. But, I mean, she ignored her fans in the tunnel 2024. So, or that could have been that was 2025 before Nalissa got traded. So, yeah. Or that could have been 2024, one of those. Yep, ignored her fans. So, like I said, anytime you could throw water bottles down next to your teammates and coaches and it splashes on them and you don't give a damn and you don't apologize and you don't help clean it up, none of this should surprise you. Anytime you walk to the bench and kick the chairs and punch the chairs without any regard for anyone next to you, this shouldn't surprise you. Anytime you walk away from your coach or yank your arm away from your coach or you punch and kick the stanchion, and anytime you're back yelling at the referee while your teammates and your opponents are in transition on the other side because you're mad you got your little Debbie stolen from you, it's clear you don't care about anything. Anytime you can run into a fan on purpose because you got mad that Nebraska beat you and you wanted to take that moment away from them, and so you purposefully ran into a fan and did a 360 spin, which was ridiculous, and then blamed it on court storming and tried to get Lisa Bluter and yourself tried to prevent and ban court storming, and then the overhead shot came and you clearly you saw her and ran directly to her. Okay, so anytime you gaslit, you played the Karen role when you threw your elbow at Kennedy's face and then start barking at Kennedy and then tried to throw your forearm elbow in Marina Mabry's ribs and she pushed her arm away and then Kennedy flattened you, you'll do anything. So the fact that she quickly turned her head to make it seem like she didn't see Angel, I don't blame Angel for not passing her the ball. Now, maybe she's pissed that Angel didn't pass it all and she's just going to blow Angel off. Who knows? But none of this is surprising. I mean, she told Christy, we're not running that stupid effing play because that's what she was used to doing to Lisa Bluter, holding Lisa Bluter hostage with the threat, a tacit threat of, I'll enter that transfer portal. I'll freaking jump in that portal. It doesn't make a difference to me. So Lisa Bluter kissed her butt and let her get away with all sorts of horrible things. Okay. And so, none of this surprises me. So I want to look at that. And then we're going to go to that game against the Chicago Sky with Kennedy Carter. And we're going to look at the entire sequence. Okay, that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at the entire sequence of how she threw the elbow at Kennedy's face. Then we're going to go check out when she yanked away from Christy Sides. We're going to go to when she threw the water bottles down and punches and kicks the chairs and kicks the stanchion. We're going to do all that. We're going to see if we could find the video of her throwing everything she brought to Iowa in the faces of her teammates to make them feel bad. and you saw the sad look on Gabby Marshall and the rest of her teammates' face, her saying that all of this is because of me. Right? We're going to find a video where when she first got to Iowa, to the Hawkeyes, when they were at practice, and she wouldn't pass the ball to Gabby, her freshman year, Caitlin's freshman year, and Kate Martin and I believe it was Warnock ran to her and said, "Why did you do that? You were supposed to pass her the ball." And Caitlin said, "Who's in the gym more and putting up shots?" So like, we're going to get to all of this stuff. And then, I'm going to watch, as I talk about this CBA, I'm going to watch Mystics play. And I'm going to watch Connecticut Sun play and these other teams play because everything isn't about this chick. And everything isn't about these ridiculous fans that need to get out of this league. So the whole purpose of this the whole purpose of this video is to show you a lot of negative comments from her fans attacking Angel Reese and just anyone black, not on Caitlin's team. And in some cases, they're just going after any coach the Fever brings in if they don't do whatever Caitlin wants. They're even attacking Kara Lawson. Right. So, and Kara has to think about the March Madness. She got a lot of stuff on her plate and they're attacking her. And so, like I said, the most toxic fan base is Caitlin Clark, her fan base. Caitlin brought to the league. Caitlin, I'm not reading any comments yet, you guys. Let me focus. Caitlin brought to the league a bunch of white trash fans, a bunch of black trash fans who is using her for clout and their grifting, and just a bunch of other fans who aren't black or white who are just as evil and mean-spirited and delusional. That's who she brought with her. But that's not surprising, seeing the type of character she has. Okay? So you attract what you are. Okay? That's what gravitates towards you. It all started with the way she plays basketball. Okay? Now, the way she plays basketball is very selfish and is very, very disrespectful to the game, except her facilitating, right? So we're not necessarily mad at the facilitating. What's disrespectful to the game is her three-point shooting. And it's not that she's shooting deep threes, it's that she's shooting them early in the shot clock at the most inopportune time. That's what's so disrespectful about it. Now, is it thrilling? Yes. Is it entertaining? Yes. Is it disrespectful? Yes. Can it cost your team wins? Absolutely. Okay. So just no regard for the game, no regard for the tenants, no regard, no respect for it. Okay. Because she made it all about herself. There's no reason. It's the first quarter. Okay. It's 20 seconds still on the shot clock and you're pulling up from 34 feet. And you airball it or you brick it. Or you may make it. It's very disrespectful. Okay. There's oftentimes you'll see Caitlin has teammates open and she won't pass them the ball. She'll just shoot a deep three. And then she'll make up for it by trying to get 8 or 11 assists. After she was selfish. That's how she makes up for it. Or she'll set the table by getting assists so that she can just hurry up and get that out the way and shoot a bunch of logos. That way you can't say that she's selfish because she got 7 assists and she already shot 7 or 8 threes and she only made 3 of them, and the majority of them was deep threes early in the shot clock. Okay, so she'll finish the game with 10 assists and 10 turnovers with 33% from behind the arc or 27% or 18%. But she wants to get these assists out of the way. Or if she's having a terrible game shooting, so she'll set the table early, get about 3-4 assists, and then she'll disrespect the game with these early in the shot clock logo threes. But she'll brick them. and she'll say it's clearly not her night. So then that's when she starts facilitating, but she's pressing. So at the end of the game, she has 11 assists, 9 turnovers, 18% from behind the arc. She started disrespecting the game as soon as name, image, and likeness came into being. That's when she starts shooting even more logos. Before name, image, and likeness, Caitlyn wasn't shooting logos like that. After name, image, and likeness, she started hunting Neil deals. She started hunting endorsement deals and started to shoot more logo threes than ever before and doing more riskier passes than ever before. That's what she was doing. Okay. And then here comes the WNBA, and she doesn't want to listen to Christy's sides. She's ignoring her teammates at times, trying to replicate what she did at Iowa. She literally got rid of Grace Berger, Nalissa Smith, and anyone else who didn't fit that Iowa style of basketball that she was so accustomed to. I'm not making this up, right? They literally said Caitlin Clark was sitting in on all of these deals and trades and signed off on them. So Caitlin Clark signed off on Nalissa and Grace Berger and these other women getting off of the team. She signed off on it. And how did that work for her? 13 games, 4 good games out of 13. How did that work for her? Injury riddled, and then Nalissa Smith embarrasses her and wins a championship. And if Nalissa wasn't on the Aces doesn't win that championship because Nalissa destroyed Natasha Howard, annihilated her. So Caitlyn attracts these type of fans. These are nasty white trash fans, black trash fans, and other races in between who are just as trash. That's who she attracts. Trash attracts trash. I call these people STDs and booty sniffers. These are Caitlin Clark booty sniffers. These are a bunch of Caitlin Clark STDs. That's who these people are. And they are beyond negative. FIBA basketball official Twitter account posted certain content about Angel Reese and run through the comments, and these people are attacking Angel Reese for no reason. Okay? Just all of it is just horrible stuff. And it's the same with these ridiculous YouTubers who got their clout off of WNBA. It's the same with that ugly correlation and that midget crash out. It's the same with that retard, all of them on Twitter. These are terrible people. And I'm not on TikTok. I bet you it's worse on TikTok. I haven't been on Facebook since 2015. It's probably grotesque in those Caitlin Clark fan club groups or whatever. Like, I don't know. I haven't been on Facebook since 2015. I've never been on TikTok. I never joined Snapchat. I don't know what's going on in these other apps. But I know on X, Twitter, 1,000% STDs. I know on YouTube, 1,000% STDs. And I know on IG, in the comments, 1,000% STDs, right? But that's who she attracts. Caitlyn could have cleaned all of this up. And Caitlyn could have went to her IG story, okay? And Caitlyn could have posted a photo with her and Angel Reese shaking hands. It could have just been some image of her and Angel Reese high-fiving, or her assist to Angel Reese, because she did throw Angel Reese a nice little pass in the post. I think it was in the third quarter. She could have posted that to her IG story. It's real simple stuff like that where she could have put all that to bed, but that's not what she wanted to do. She feeds off of all of that negativity. And when things don't go her way, her STD fans, they blame everyone else except Caitlin Clark, even though Caitlin Clark is the reason why she's been terrible. As I stated before, she won't play off-season basketball in any league because she thinks she's better than everyone else, and she doesn't have to take that route. She doesn't give a damn about her cardio. She just doesn't care. She literally said against Senegal, she was sucking wind. That's what she said. But she made it through. And then her conditioning was piss poor against Puerto Rico. So that's on her. So instead of them blaming her, they blamed her teammates, they blamed the coaches and everyone else. They blamed Angel Reese for Angel Reese saying, I'm going to get this rebound and I'm going to push this basketball up the court. There will be times you'll do it and there will be times I will do it. Okay? I'm trying to make sure that I work on my weaknesses. And that's me pushing this basketball up the court because that's what I'll be doing for the Chicago Sky. And it's best to do that against these two weaker teams. So when we play Italy, things might be a little bit different. When we play Australia or Canada or Spain or China or Japan, things might be a little bit different. Okay, when we play Germany, things might look a little different. But we're not playing those teams yet. We're playing the worst team on earth, Senegal, and the second worst team, which is Puerto Rico. So stop crying that I decided to work on my game in this glorified scrimmage against the second worst team on the face of the earth. If this was Belgium, if this was Germany, if this was Spain, Australia, Canada, China, Japan, it might be a little bit different. Okay, right? Everything isn't all about you, Caitlin, but that's where her fans come in and how delusional they are. They think everything is about her and it's not. Last time I checked, Angel Reese is the only one with a NCAA championship, not Caitlin. Right? Last time I checked. So I just wanted to make that clear. Last time I checked, Angel Reese has played more career professional games than Caitlin Clark. Last time I checked. Right? And Unrivaled is a piece of trash league, but at least Angel Reese could say, at least in this weird novelty, gimmicky pro league, if you will, I won a championship. And it doesn't matter if I played or not. I still got a ring. Like, it's just, it's levels. It's levels. So you people see it. You people see her blowing off Angel, pretending that she didn't see her. All of that type of stuff like that. You guys see it, right? Okay, so let's run through some of these comments. So she turned off the comments, or he or she, because it got pretty brutal. So this got 1.6 million views. And, it's saying Angel Reese fans are stupid. She's saying this is crazy. She saw her and left her hanging. You have to be backwards. She says she's a CC fan and this is not true. So it's all of this type of stuff, right? Yeah, like Caitlin could have posted this pic right here to her IG story. But that's not what she wanted to do. She could have posted this. That's not what she wanted to do, right? And so, like, that's what these comments are. Look, CC is the queen. She doesn't care about loser Angel Reese. Right? CC is the queen. She doesn't care about loser Angel Reese. Okay. And like, that's what it is. Oh, it's okay because Angel looks her off every time. Yeah, it's just bad stuff. And I'm not going to go through all of these comments. What I will do, I can look at the quoted tweets. Quoted tweets probably not good. This guy says if Angel did this to her, it would be on ESPN. Yeah, they love covering up Caitlin's flaws, her sins, including ESPN. If it was the other way around, it would have been posted on ESPN. That's true. Dave Portnoy would have posted it, right? You would have saw Emmanuel Acho. He would have posted it. All of them. This would be everywhere if Angel did that to Caitlin. She did this at Iowa, Indiana, and now Team USA. Yeah, she's an awful teammate. And I'm happy that this woman right here brought that out. Okay, the girl has a nasty spirit. That's so true. That's so true. I want to go to FIBA. So I want to go to FIBA. And I want to find the one post about Angel Reese. And like just jump right in the comments. So this is nice. But this is old. This is against Senegal. How do I find... Hold up. How do I find... Okay, I don't want them showing Senegal. Like, why are they showing Senegal? Okay. Is this it? No. Bro, where is the FIBA? Let me see, man. Where is FIBA, man? Like, I want to see, I want to show you. I want to show you the one where FIBA, I guess this isn't it. I wish it were. So that's not it. Because FIBA, maybe they deleted it. I don't know. But there was one that FIBA posted about Angel Reese. And these people jumped in the comments and it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. Okay, this is it right here. So I was at the wrong one. FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. So let's find the one with Angel Reese. Like, that's the one I want to find. So we want to go to that one. We want to go to that one. Get this out of the way. Right, so this is one of them. Angel Reese goes to work, right? So you see Angel Reese goes to work. 10 points, 13 rebounds, right? So you see how that pass Caitlin sent her? And Caitlin could have posted that to her IG story. Or Caitlin bricks this three and Angel grabs the rebound and Caitlin could have said something fun about it. Thanks for cleaning up the mess, AR. She could have did something like that. Or the little post-entry pass, boom, and Angel goes to work. Caitlin could have posted that just to clean it up, to make her STD fans go away, but that's not what she wanted to do. So you go into the comments. Here's some little white trash fan thinking she's a guard. She isn't SHIT in my book, just a TikToker wanting views. So that's a white trash STD fan. This other STD fan is mad, and so this person decides to show Angel Reese getting her shot blocked. Okay. Another white trash fan says literally the worst player in the league, only on the team because of her skin color. So there's another white trash fan. These people gravitate towards trash, which is Caitlin Clark. This little disgusting white trash dude from YouTube says awkward and uncoordinated. My fifth graders do better. He's a piece of trash. This other STD fan say call her layups, pray ups, and all of that. The same white trash fan, Peterman at the bottom, probably the worst teammate in history. And then another hater fan says, even a broken clock is right twice a day. It might be flew out of nowhere to clean up that CC stinker. That's good. A rebounding machine. Okay, so we got two. That was another image they showed of aura. So they show Angel Reese having aura. So as you can see right here, we can blow that up. Angel Reese aura. And then you go in the comments. They're showing her numbers. Someone called her the GOAT. All right, so that was good. Here's another white trash fan. She looks constipated. This same old white trash STD from YouTube, CDS, laughing my A off, hating. Another piece of trash fan did that to her face. Right? Let's see this one. A jealous white trash fan says all she is a Dennis Rodman airball and layup. There it is. Another trash STD fan says she is not a skillful basketball player. Watching her is frustrating. Another STD Caitlin Clark fan says she's a clown. Another STD fan says she's terrible. See, look. Another STD racist white trash fan says she's wearing weave, took it off, and made her have a low haircut. Another white trash fan says she's dog SHIT. Okay, a couple positive ones. Another jealous white trash STD Caitlin Clark fan says, why the F you showing her? Here's that same white trash STD fan showing that block shot again, hating. Another trash fan saying, y'all getting paid by Shaq. Here's that same YouTuber, that piece of white trash dude, said no one wants to watch that garbage. Another white trash fan says she's a goofball. Another one, not because of her. More white trash fans, disgusting. She's terrible. Like, and it's like, this is what it is. Another white trash one called her horse SHIT. And here's another white trash fan that was spammed. Angel Reese should not be on any USA or WNBA team, and that's what it is. And there's even more than this. There's all kind of other stuff. It's just brutal. It's disgusting, right? And like, that's what you see, and that's what's going on. So like I said, you know, you attract what you are and who you are, okay? And so because Caitlin Clark has a trash soul and a trash character, she attracts those kinds of people, and they gravitate towards her, okay? And so like, that's what you see. And that's where you're witnessing. What I want to do now is that I want to go to YouTube, and I want to find where, I want to find where she, I wonder if that's on YouTube, but let's do Caitlin Kennedy Carter. Caitlin Clark. Because I don't know what game that was, but let's do Kennedy. All right, Kennedy Carter. Let's go here. So I want to see the whole sequence. I want the entire sequence. Yeah, see, they're not, show the whole thing. Show the whole thing. I wish I knew what game that was. Let me see. Indiana. Let me see. Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky. And I want to do 2024 because obviously it was in 2024. So I want to find that one. And I want to, that game was in, was that game where she did that to Caitlin? Was that game in Chicago? Damn, was that game in Chicago? Let me see. No. That's not it because they were wearing, I think this one is it. This one could be it. All right. Let me get out of here. Let me ask Grok. Let me ask Grok. Do you have the YouTube link for full game highlights. All right. So yeah, I want to do that. I want to get that one out the way. So we definitely want to find that one. So it was June 1st, 2024 for full game highlights on YouTube. So it's from the WNBA channel. So I don't want to do that because they're not going to show that. But we do know it was June 1st, 2024. So let's go back to YouTube. So this is it. But the problem is that this is the WNBA one. And that's not what I want because they're not going to show it. So I want to go June 2024. Oops. I want to do that one. So here's one. Will this person show? Ew, that's disgusting. And that person threw that thumbnail all over that. Nah, man. See, that's the whole point. I want them to show the entire sequence because they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Nah, we got to find that one. I'm not letting this slide. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let me get back. Let me get back to that. Let me get back to that. Let's do that because I'm just not letting that go. Let me just do 2024 again. So because I want you to see her throw her elbow at Kennedy Carter's face. Okay, so I want you to see that. Okay, so that's not it. Or is this the one? No, that's not it. Yeah, see, the WNBA, they're not going to show it. That's the whole point. They're not going to show Caitlin throw her elbow. The WNBA is going to clean it up. They're not going to do it. So we got to keep looking. We got to keep looking until I find that one. I said 2024. They're going back to 2021. Damn, man. I hope they're not trying to bury that game, dog. Like, I mean, this person has it, but he threw the freaking thumbnail all over the place. Let me see.
Getting ready for a primetime matchup between
that's
the
720p, right? It goes to 1080.
Indiana Fever.
Can we just get to when that happened? I would know. Okay, so that's clearly not it.
The Caitlin Clark.
This is disgusting, Reese, y'all. Like, this is terrible. This is terrible. It's like they buried that game. It's like they buried it. I guess they buried the game. Right? Because I'm not looking at the WNBA one because they're not going to show everything. So I don't want to look at that one. Oh, gosh. Damn, this sucks, man. This absolutely sucks. Jesus. Oh, man, like, that's terrible, dog. Like, I wanted to see. Let me see if I could find it on, like, what is this? Nah, see, that's coming from ESPN. I don't want that one. Let me see. Is it on this app? Let me see. I got to find that one. Is it on this app? I want to see. Because I'm looking for this one, and then I'm going to the JC Sheldon. I'm going to find when she was kicking chairs and throwing her water bottles down. Like, we're looking for all of that. Grok, what are you doing, Grok? Wake up, Grok. No, I don't want to look at that. Just give me clips. No, clips. Yeah, like, because that means someone probably has the entire sequence, okay, which is what I want to see, because all ESPN showed you was Kennedy hitting Caitlyn and calling her a bitch. They're not showing you what led up to that. So I want to show you what Caitlyn Clark did that caused all of that. I'm going to show you all of that. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing that because, yeah, they're not going to let me show that here. So, yeah, Grok is being a retard. Let me do this. Let's do this. Let's do Kennedy, Carter, Caitlyn Clark. Let's do that. And hopefully that would show Kennedy, Carter, Caitlyn Clark. Right. So you see how they're only going to show that part? Yeah, like just somebody. Yeah, you see that? Look, they only want to show that. That's terrible. So that's all they want to do is just show when Kennedy hit her, but they don't want to show what led up to that. That's my issue. I don't know. I guess we're not gonna find it. Listen, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. This is insane that they won't even show it. Like what led up to that moment, just show it. That's all you got to do is show it. Show the whole thing. Damn, son, that sucks, y'all. That sucks. Right? You see that? They keep just showing this, but that's the narrative. That's what they wanted to push. Okay? That's what they wanted to push. They wanted to push that. They don't want to show you what led up to that moment. Right? Like, that's the problem. They don't want to show you what led up to that moment. So let me go back to Kennedy Carter. Yeah, Caitlyn Clark, Kennedy Carter. Well, what you see here, at least you can see her throw her elbow at Marina's ribs. So let's go here.
What is a smile? Is it just something on your...
All right. And I'll put this in landscape mode. So we'll put that in landscape mode. And let's go back. So I want to slow this down. How do I slow this down? Where's the speed at? Playback speed. Let's go. Let's do this. Watch. Kennedy, now watch her try to get position. Boom. So you see that? And so Marina got mad. So Marina got mad. So she booming and Marina like, get off of me. And at that point, Kennedy had enough and Kennedy hit her. Okay? So what you don't see is what led up to that. That was strike 3, y'all. That was strike 3. Okay? You see. So they're not going to show you what happened down the court before. No. Yes, they are. Or are they? Okay, I think, are they going to show you that elbow she threw at Kennedy's face? Let me see.
That's Kennedy trying to get the rebound.
So
You see how Caitlin hit her in the face with an elbow? And then Caitlin threw another elbow. They need to go back and show that one. Let's go back. So, like, let's blow that up. So Kennedy jumps to get the rebound. She grabs it. She's trying to collect it. Caitlin, boom, hits her in the face with the elbow. Okay. Are they gonna show that again? All right. So now they're just going to when she floored her. No. She threw two elbows at Kennedy face. The first one she hit Kennedy with the first elbow. She threw another one, and then they're running up the court, and she's barking at Kennedy Carter. Okay. So like, let's go back. You see this? Kennedy grabs the rebound. She's trying to gather it. Caitlin, boom, hits her in the nose with the elbow. Y'all just saw that, right? Let's go back. Now, wait a second. What y'all don't know is that was the first elbow. She threw another one at Kennedy face. And then she barking at Kennedy running up the court. So that's strike 2. So you get to the other side of the court, and Kennedy missed the mid-range or whatever, and Caitlin is pushing Marina Mabry's arm. And Marina's like, get off of me. And Kennedy said, that's strike 3. See, they don't want to show you Caitlin hit Kennedy Carter in the nose. Right here, she literally hit Kennedy in the nose with her elbow. So watch this. Watch this. So Kennedy is timing it. She goes up, she grabs it, gathering. Here's Caitlin, boom! Hit her right in the nose with the elbow. Okay, it's like they don't want to show you the whole sequence. What am I doing? Come on now. Like they don't want to. Like they don't want to show you the entire sequence, y'all. That's what they don't want to do. What they showed you is Kennedy flooring Caitlin Clark. They didn't want to show you Caitlin hit Kennedy in the nose. Then she threw a second elbow and started talking crazy to Kennedy, right? Because they want to paint the black women as the evil people and this white woman as the innocent person. That's what they want to portray. And her racist STD white trash fans, they eat it up. And then her little black trash fans, who are a bunch of grifters and clout chasers, they eat it up. And all of the other races in between, who are a bunch of trash STD fans, they eat it up too. Okay? And so, like, that's that whole situation. Like, it's absolutely... Oh, you see it? You see her? Thank you,
okay,
First
I hope
Take.
It doesn't
Let's go. You're going to see her barking at Kennedy.
for my lack.
Hey, you missed.
Whoa. Let's do this. She's barking at Kennedy, running up the court. I told y'all. So we already just saw strike 2 with her barking at Kennedy. Let's go back. I want y'all to pay attention.
Hey, you missed.
You see her barking at Kennedy, running up the court? And Kennedy started laughing. You see Kennedy start laughing. There she is. She pushed Marina and Kennedy Florida. Let's go back to the beginning. You see her barking at Kennedy? Look at Kennedy laugh. She's laughing. And Kennedy had enough. Let's go back. Now that's after she already elbowed Kennedy. Like she threw her elbow at Kennedy face that second time and then start barking at Kennedy. Like that's what you see. So what we're going to do, let me make sure, this 6, we're going to zoom in. Let's zoom in right here. I want to move it right there. See her barking at Kennedy. And then look at Kennedy laugh. Right? That's after she threw the second elbow at Kennedy's face. You see that? So Kennedy already at that point had enough. Kennedy already, like, they don't want to point this out to you, y'all. What they want to show you, and this is First Take, so you know First Take kind of messy. First Take kind of messy. So they will show you that. But they still jumped on Caitlin's side on First Take and buried Kennedy Carter. You hit her in the nose with your elbow. You threw a second elbow at her face again and then start barking at her, talking buff, running up the court. You get to the opposite side of the court and you push Marina Mabry's arm, and Kennedy said enough is enough and floored that chick. You see, they don't want to show y'all that part. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. That's what they don't want to talk about. But that's what I just brought up. Let's go to, and we may have to find this on Twitter, but let's try it anyway. Caitlin Clark throws down bottle. Yeah, but I know she's going to do this one, but y'all need to show the one she was doing at Iowa. So we're going to go to that, but let's go. Nope. Let's do this. All right, it's only 720, 60 frames. Let's do this. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Get out of here. Hold up, yo. All right. So let's go. Let's watch it.
After the break.
Let's watch.
Right now, they're just thinking about winning this ball game.
Ew, that right hand is funky. Y'all see that nasty right hand? That right hand funky, and she right-handed, which is crazy. So look at her just laying on the floor, trying to win an Oscar. Nothing was wrong. She just had a funky handle. That right hand was funky. Okay. So Odyssey pumping the crowd up. The irony, her and Odyssey becomes teammates, but look at that right hand. Funky, y'all. That right hand's so funky. That right hand, and Odyssey out-hustled her. And she just stood there on her hands and knees as Odyssey is winning the 50-50 battle. Now watch this. Watch this, y'all. She goes to the bench. Doesn't get a towel to clean it up. She kicks the bottle underneath the chair. Doesn't try to help clean it up. She got all in a runner. She don't give a damn, y'all. Look at it. I told y'all. Why did Caitlyn do this? Right? She got, first of all, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. That's number one. I'm speaking about dribbling into that traffic like that. If you knew your right hand was kind of funky in that moment, you got to get that ball up. You got to get that ball up. If you know, okay, my right hand kind of funky right now, let me pass this basketball. She tried to somehow have a funky right hand in chaos. Odyssey kicked that ball out. Odyssey out-hustles her. Caitlyn doesn't want to hustle. She's on her hands and knees pretending that somehow someone beat her with a 2x4 or baseball bat or something. Like, no, you got out-hustled because you decided to dribble into traffic with a funky right hand. You knew your right hand was funky in that moment. That means you got to pass it. Listen, my right hand kind of funky right now. Normally my right hand kind of tight. For whatever reason, it's funky. Let me get this basketball out of my hand. She didn't want to do that because she's stubborn. So she didn't want to dive with Odyssey. That's the 50-50 game. That's the hustle game. She didn't want to dive on the floor, y'all. So she just got on her hands and knees and pretended that someone beat her in the back with a baseball bat. So she knows she lost on two fronts. You got your little Debbie taken from you, and then you got beat to the basketball because you didn't want to do the 50-50 game. Odyssey beat you at it. So you go to the bench and throw down the water bottle and kick it underneath the chair and never bother to grab one of those towels to help clean it up. You are a trash soul. Let's watch it.
After the break, but right now they're just thinking
right
about
hand,
winning this
left hand back to the right in traffic. Funky. It's funky, y'all. Look at it. It's funky. It's funky. Give me that. Natasha, look, boom, and there's Odyssey, and Caitlyn just stood there. Look at her. Like she always does. Drama queen. She's not even a drama queen. She's drama trash. Okay, Odyssey beat you. Natasha Howard kicked it out. Odyssey beat you. You're pissed off because you look stupid. You're embarrassed. You're absolutely embarrassed at this point. And then you go to the bench and you throw down your water bottle. Look at that. A funky right hand. It's funky. It's funky. Odyssey beat you. And you're just staring at Odyssey beat you. And you get frustrated. You walk to the bench. They hand you the water bottle. You take it and slam it. And then you kick it with your hand and then with your heel. You see that? That's the real Caitlin Clark. Now let's find Caitlin Clark when she was doing that BS at Iowa. What is this? Nah, we're not doing that. I want to see. We're going to get to that J.C. Sheldon stuff. Where is Caitlin Clark with that Iowa BS? Nah, we ain't doing all that. Nah. Let's get to the Caitlin Clark Iowa garbage. Okay. So it's clear they trying to bury that stuff. They're trying to bury all of that. We may have to go to Twitter for that one. Like, let's go to Twitter for that one. Because it's clear. It's clear they're trying to bury that. Let's go to her throwing water bottles down at Iowa. Let's do that one. Caitlin Clark. Let's do kicks chair. Let's do that one. I may have to ask Grok. Because these people be burying all kind of stuff. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to ask Grok. Because these people love burying her sins, y'all. They love to bury her sins. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's go to Grok. Let's go to Grok. Video of Caitlin Clark at Iowa. Doing dirty play. Doing dirty play. Yeah, let's do that. Because there's a compilation. That's cap. That's cap. All right, well, leave the links. Leave the link. Like, I want to see it. I know that there was push down at Purdue Fort Wayne. This is the most commonly referenced on where she pushes a defender to the floor. Okay, so let's go to this one. So this is at Purdue Fort Wayne. How come I can't open this in the app? All right, so she pushed her down. Yeah, like, let me open it in the app. Okay, there it is. Let's fix the resolution, 1080p. All right, let's back that up. Landscape, let's go.
Back down to the challenge on the offensive end of scoring.
So there she is. She pushes her.
Bigger.
And then pushed her again. Boom. Y'all see that? Let's blow that up. Let's blow that up. Let's blow that up. Let's go back.
Back down to the challenge on the offensive end of scoring against a much bigger.
Let's do that again. Let's go.
Back down to the challenge on the offensive end.
Caitlin pushes her
against a much bigger.
Boom. Pushed her again. Right?
Martin got blocked, and we have a foul.
I guess they're gonna show the replay.
Yeah,
and there's her trying to explain it to Lisa Bluter. And what it was is that she didn't want to be face guarded like that. So you can't get frustrated because she's face guarding you heavy and push her. That's Caitlin intimidating these white players, but she would have never did that to a black player. But so, you know, that's Caitlin saying you're white and I can get away with it. So I'm going to like physically harm you. I would never do this to a black player, although I'll do some dirty stuff to black players, but just me flat out try to push them on the floor, Caitlin won't do that. And she will throw a sneaky elbow at your nose like she did Kennedy. But with a white player, she's like, well, you're white. I can beat you up probably, so I'm just going to push you down. Okay, let's go back. So she's being face guarded and she don't like it. And so she pushes her, get off of me. The girl just doing her job. And in case boom, pushes her down again. That's Caitlin, y'all. That's the real Caitlin Clark.
they happen at the same time.
Are there any more?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not either.
Let's go back.
Game.
Let's get out of that. What else you got for me, Grok? Intentional foul elbow in overtime versus Michigan. Okay, let's see this one. No, come on, son. Like, can I open this up in the app? All right, let's do that. Bro. All right, let me do that. All right. Now let's go back here. Let me open this up in the app.
Remove your car scratches in
All right,
60
let's
seconds
get
or
past
get your
this.
money back. Look, no cut, no Photoshop. We let the liquid flow into the tip of the pen.
I'll get to the comments in a minute. I just got to focus because this chick, I'm not letting these people get away with this. 1080p. Like, I just want to show you the real Caitlin Clark. Okay? So what, she threw an elbow with 5 seconds left? Let's see it.
The basketball. They get it to Clark.
Ooh.
Working on Joyner. Going to the lane. Spinning. Fade away. Got it! Caitlin Clark.
So they said she threw an elbow with 5 seconds left.
Silences the crowd. Finds some space. A lot of contact. No whistle. The Hawkeyes come down with it.
All right, so we got to...
This could be interesting.
I think that... Oh, she hit her in the mouth. There it is. Oh, they were about to fight.
Space, a lot of contact. No whistle. The Hawkeyes come down with it. And
Okay.
Clark is fouled.
So I guess this is it right here.
Crowd can't believe it. Caitlin Clark gets it to fall off the.
Oh, that was at the free throw line. We didn't see that.
Way to catch
They got to
that.
show
That's
that.
some good lip reading.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's doing an inbound play. So Caitlin hit her in the mouth. Let's back that up. Let's back that up.
Fall off the front.
All right, so they're lined up. Inbound play.
Catch that. That's some
Oh,
good
Caitlin
lip
hit her in the
reading
mouth.
right there.
Looked like she hit her with her hand in the mouth.
Over at Ashley.
So y'all want to blow that up? Let's blow that up so you guys can see it.
Fall off the front of the iron.
Way to catch that. That's some
Boom.
good
Oh,
lip
she hit her in the
reading.
mouth with her elbow. Caitlin hit her in the mouth with the elbow. You guys saw that?
This could be interesting.
Let's bring that back. Hold up.
I think they're looking
Hold up.
to see
Let's bring that back one more time. So pay attention.
fall off the
Caitlin hits her in the
front
mouth
of
with her
iron.
elbow.
Way
Look.
to catch that. That's some
Boom.
good lip reading right
You see that?
Tori Osmond
That's the real
pointed
Caitlin
over
Clark,
at
y'all.
Ashley. This
That's the
could be
real, this is the Caitlin they want to
interesting.
bury.
I think they're
They don't want to
looking
show you this
see
type
if-
of stuff. That's who she is. Look at this.
If McDaniel
Look at
got
this.
elbowed and if
Boom. Hit her in the nose.
to
Hit her in the nose with her elbow.
foul, which would
Y'all saw that?
completely change the- This could be
Let's go back.
interesting. I
Let's look at that
think
one more
they're
time.
looking to see
Look at that.
if McDaniel got elbowed and if
Boom.
that goes
Nasty.
to
That's the real Caitlin Clark.
foul,
All right.
which would completely
Listen, y'all better stop playing with me. Caitlin threw so many water bottles down at Iowa, it was disgusting. Let me see. Do you got any more, Gruck? Find me the video when she threw her water bottle down when she was playing for, come on now, Iowa. I want to go to when she kicked the stanchion. I want to go to when she punched the chairs, kicked the chairs, when she was yanking away from Lisa Bluter, when she yanked away from Christy's sides. I want to see, we're going to go through all of this Caitlin Clark character flaw BS. She is not some innocent, sweet, all-American chick
that eats apple pie and drives a Chevrolet. Now, we're not doing that. This isn't some innocent, sweet, white picket fence, apple pie eating, Chevrolet driving chick. We're not doing that. We're going to expose her true character. Here's the main clip. Oh, that's the fever. I'm not talking about the fever. Let me see this one. Let's try this one out. Bro, y'all got to hurry up with these links with this loading up. No, not that one. Let me try this one. No, that's the same one. Oh. Bro, like, she threw down bottles at Iowa too. Like, give me those, Grok. Like, seriously. Because I'm not letting this chick escape, dog. She was doing this. That's cap. She was doing that at Iowa. She was doing that at Iowa. Show me when she punched the chair at Iowa. Like, I want to go through all of these. I know for a fact I saw a compilation on Twitter. The clip you're referring to, Caitlin Clark hitting a chair in frustration during her Iowa Hawkeye days, appears to be from a game against Illinois in 2023-2024. Is this it? Let me see. Now you need to give me these water bottles at Iowa. When she throwing these water bottles at Iowa. All right, let's open in the app. Oh yeah, she lost her mind on that one. When I said Caitlin has bipolar, she has a bipolar disorder. Because this chick, but she was getting away with this stuff because her teammates were afraid of her. Lisa Bluter was afraid of her because Caitlin would jump in the portal if Lisa Bluter didn't give her way. Everything, all of the great stuff her teammates experienced would go away if Caitlin jumped in the portal. And they all knew it. The cameras will go away. There will be less fans in attendance. Okay, like you wouldn't have any of this stuff you have now if I go away. And she threw her weight around at Iowa. So I'm going to find that behind the scenes video of her throwing her weight around in front of her own teammates in the locker room. It was like, all of this is because of me. And they all had this sad look on their face like, damn, Caitlin, we know it's because of you, but did you have to just say it? So like, she's a terrible person. So let me do this. Let's do that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Disgusting. And there's Lisa Bluter trying to calm her down. Disgusting. And Sydney Falter is like, damn. But they seen this so many times. Look at that. Got her booty all in Sydney face. Gabby is sitting next to Sydney like, this ain't nothing new. Look at Jada Jemfe. Like, we seen this so many times. This chick is completely bipolar. Let's go back. Look at that. Didn't give a damn. Look, she got little kids sitting behind her. She don't give a damn. She got a little girl sitting behind her. Look at that little girl sitting behind Caitlin. Caitlin just, look at that. I mean, she don't give a damn, dog. Let's blow that up. Let's blow that up. Let's bring that back. I mean, she just don't give a damn. She just don't give a damn, son. Like, I'm not playing any games. What did it say? Caitlin didn't want to be subbed out. Let me see this.
So now that's Nebraska's probably two best players with 2 fouls. Markowski.
Look at yelling at Lisa because Lisa wanted to sub her out.
Is going to leave her out there right now.
Look at that. Slams the dry towel down, frustrated. Throws the dry towel. Who did she throw that dry towel to? She threw that dry towel on. Who was that? Was that Sydney again? Was that
players with 2 fouls?
Monica?
And Shelly looks like Coach Williams is going to leave her out there right now.
Boom, she slams
didn't want to come out of the ball game. I'm told she's even highly
competitive. She threw it at Kate Martin. I mean, just disrespectful. Lisa trying to sub her out, and everyone say she's competitive. No, your coach is telling you that's insubordination. Like, get out of the game. When you frustrated,
didn't want to come out
and you just throw it at Kate Martin.
I'm told she's even highly competitive.
Just disrespectful, man.
So now that's Nebraska.
Sub her out. No. Cutthroat. No, don't do it. She says L.
Looks like Coach Williams is going to leave her
grabs
out there
it,
right
slams
now.
the dry towel,
didn't want to
and
come out of the
throws it at Kate Martin.
I'm told she's even highly competitive.
Ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous, y'all. Just ridiculous. Is there, like, we're going to find some more. We're going to find some more. I'm not done. Let me see. What is this one? Yeah, you said Kate Martin took that. What is this one right here? Let's open that up.
I'm 57, and my son says I should.
I need to find the compilation on Twitter. It had everything.
Oh, no.
That's the one I need to find. That thing, that had everything. That compilation on Twitter had everything. All right. So let's go. Oh, that was that one. Is that the same one? No, I want it. Oh!
I think just.
And so then she slams the water bottle down. This is flat out Stockholm Syndrome, too. Because she's trying to explain it away. So she punches the chair. Lisa Bluter comes over there, tries to calm her down, and then she slams the water bottle down. You guys see it? So watch. She punches the chair. Okay. She grabs the water bottle. She drinks a little bit and then slams it right down there.
I think just missing
Disgusting.
shots that I made.
Absolutely disgusting, y'all. Absolutely disgusting. Now, let's find the one where Caitlin Clark runs into Fan during a court storm, doing a court storming versus, I think it was versus Nebraska, Let's get that one. Let's get that one out the way. Was it Nebraska? Yeah. Oh, it wasn't Nebraska. Oh, it was Ohio State. I'm getting my red confused. It was Ohio State. Right. And I want another angle highlight. Yeah, I want the overhead shot because I believe ESPN isn't going to show that one. So first, let's do the one where Grok says another angle highlight. I want to do this one. Okay. Because ESPN might not show the overhead shot. So let's go to this one. All right. Let's open. Let's do that. Let me fix the resolution. Let's get the quality right. 1080p. Talking about she accidentally knocked down by Ohio State fan. That's a lie. And this is what Iowa. This is Iowa news. So they're going to paint it in a different light.
And Caitlin Clark was running to the locker room.
No, go back. Like I'm not doing this. This is Iowa news. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let's get at it. They're completely biased. They're gonna try to protect her. Let's go to NBC Sports. Let's see if this one.
Football team in attendance. It was a
Let's do
packed
this.
crowd. Very
Okay,
intense.
this is the
Here's what we
overhead
didn't
shot.
see.
Come on, son, what are we doing? All right, so this is the overhead Let's open that up. Bro, come on. Like, what we doing, dog? Let me get out of that. All right, let's go. Let's open it in the app. I swear to God, dog. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. Boy, I ain't trying to do all that. Hold up. Let's get this out of the way. All right, we're home. Can we open this without y'all going to Chrome? Dog, why they running a Chrome? Bro, why you running a Chrome, dog? I don't know, man. Anyway, let's just do it like this, because they're not. Oh, there it is. Now they want to. Now I want to get his mind right.
New Infinity QX80 and
right.
QX60 Sport.
Let's go. So let's get that overhead shot.
Football team in attendance. It was a packed crowd, very intense.
Boom. And then does a pirouette. She clearly ran into that lady. Look at the lady jump up like, what the hell? You see Caitlin pretend like she didn't see her. Looked at her, boom, pushed her, does a fake little 360 pirouette. Okay. And then the lady jump up like, what the F? Boom. Caitlin clearly saw her. That chick's so fake, and she got mad because Ohio State beat them. And look at her faking. Like she's in so much pain. Chick, you ran into her on purpose. Now you have to understand something. At first, we didn't see this overhead shot like this at first. So once everyone saw this one, everyone clearly saw Caitlin made a beeline to that lady. She saw her beforehand and then got closer and pretended it looked like she didn't see her, but she saw her the whole time. She lined that lady up, y'all. She lined her up and did a fake little 360. It's disgusting. Let's go back.
Football team in attendance.
Let's slow that down, too. Let's slow that down. Let's slow that down.
It was a packed crowd, very intense.
Pushed her. A clean push. I got to slow that down some more. That was a nasty little clean push. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. We ain't doing that. No, bring that back.
Football team in attendance. It was a packed
lined her up.
Crowd,
then watch her push her. Boom. Absolutely pushed her. Pushed her on purpose, a full 2-arm extension. And the lady jump up like, what the F? Look at this. Caitlin saw her the whole way. Lined her up, pretended like, turned her head like she didn't see her. Got her in full 2-arm extension. Bloop. Does a fake little 360. A trash actress, by the way. And floors that lady, y'all. So I'm not mad that Kennedy Carter floored her. And then tried to fake like somehow she was injured. Like, disgusting, y'all. Disgusting. That's who she is. That's who she is, y'all. Like, that's who she is. That's who that chick is. Like, she cannot be trusted. She cannot be trusted under any circumstances. Okay? So, I wanted to clear that up. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Okay? And then I'm going to go to a Connecticut Sun video and talk about some other stuff. So, hold up. Let me get this out of the way. Let me get that out of the way. All right. MSL says these folks all say the same thing, so you got to wonder if they're bots, especially when their player had a horrible season last year. And you notice Angel is the only WNBA player that they hate. They don't do this for any other player in the WNBA. So it has nothing to do with what happens on the court. 90% of these people that say this never watch her or the WNBA, because they would tell you they don't watch the sport when you ask or confront them. Plus, they're trying to control the narrative by always calling Angel Reese bad and making excuses for Caitlin Clark so the casuals can think
Caitlyn's always good and never as bad as she actually is. Sean says, Lisa talked about these incidents in her article she wrote last year. MSL says, funny thing is, most of the Team USA players like Angel Reese, and they don't really feel Caitlin Clark like that. Well, we don't know that, right? That could be true, but we don't know that. Jimmy Stewart says, oh, well, Jimmy, you're out of here. Like, I'll get you out of here in a minute, Jimmy. Don't worry about that, right? Jimmy is what this cover photo image displays. He's a booty sniffer. He's a Caitlin Clark booty sniffer. So if you don't sniff a booty like Jimmy don't like you. Okay. Yeah, Sean says he saw it. Nate might be a booty sniffer too. We'll see. Oh, you said found it on Reddit. Check your link. Oh, okay. All right. Found it. All right, Nate. Nate says she won't say anything. She wants to keep them around and placate to the masses. Yeah, that's true. She doesn't like the fact that Angel is still getting rebounds and playing defense no matter the platform. Liquid says, oh my goodness, bro, that thumbnail is diabolical. Yeah, I got two of them. I got this one for the cover, and then I got that thumbnail. So, yeah, I wanted to make that clear. So we ran through the comments. Let me go to YouTube. Let me go back to YouTube, and let's do a Washington Mystic game. Mystics. Let's do a Mystics game. All right, so these are Mystics highlights. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do that one. All right, let me fix that. I gotta bring that back to one.
Washington Mystics right here. What's top tier? You see Steph Dolson, great timing.
I wish that they would let me mute this. They won't let me mute it, which is crazy.
Dime right there
I don't know why. Like, I could turn the volume down, and I bet you the volume's still up. Even though I turn the volume down, the volume's still up. Like, it's crazy.
Brittany Sykes with a great defensive play. Citron in transition gets the lay-in.
Citron.
Yeah, you see the volume is up. So we can't watch it like this. Now let me see. Let me see with the.
But if you're going to reach in, then go ahead and grab the arm and don't let the foul.
So we just gotta watch it. We gotta watch it like this. All right, let me go back. We gotta watch it like this. Right. So now let's talk about how, because of how toxic these fans are, Caitlin Clark is a detriment to the league, and she's someone who can potentially hurt her own teammates, right? And other black women in this league, and potentially her coaches. Her fans are so insane that some of her fans stalk her. Some of her fans literally send death threats to Dejanay, Angel Reese, and other women. These fans sent horrible messages to Christy Sides too, and Stephanie White. Caitlin is a danger to her teammates, her coaches, and she's a danger to the viability of this league because of her fans and the fact that she won't tell them to cut it out. She won't try to quell it. She won't try to stop it, right? So, especially to these African-American women in this league, and that's why she needs to go. It's not getting better, y'all. What happened her rookie year? It was disgusting, right? Players getting death threats, all of these horrible things. Horrible. What happened in 2025? The same thing. Look at what's happening in these qualifiers, this tournament so far. horrible stuff, right? What do you think is going to happen this upcoming season? It's not going to get any better. Women are still going to get death threats. They're still going to be bullying and mean-spirited and cruel to these women. All of these horrible messages, tearing them down, horrible thumbnails, just terrible stuff, y'all. It's not going to listen, I told you that they were already lining Stephanie White up. They were already setting Stephanie White up to be the scapegoat. They've been planning this. They know Caitlyn is going to suck or she's not going to be as good. So if she ever has a bad game, they're going to set it up for Stephanie White like they did Christy Sides. Okay? They're doing it right now with Kara Lawson. Caitlyn is poison. She's toxic. She's a disease. She should not be in this league. She is a danger to this league or any league she enters. Okay? Remember, all money isn't good money, y'all. So sometimes you got to turn down money that you might get from the mob, from the mafia, from drug dealers. Turn down money you might get from Jeffrey Epstein. Turn down the loan you might get from Donald Trump. Like, all money isn't good money, and this money you're getting from Caitlyn isn't worth it. She's a danger. Her fans are STDs. They're insane. They're delusional. These people are absolutely crazy, delusional, sick, mentally sick people and spiritually sick people. That these people will send more death threats to Angel Reese and other black women in this league. They'll send death threats to to Stephanie White. They'll try to kill some of these players, right? We already saw 2 of her fans stalk her. We seen Correlation try to break her up with Connor by saying Connor is a pedophile. That's how sick these people are. That's how sick these people are. Caitlin Clark is a danger to her teammates, her coaching staff, and to other women in the WNBA, and she's a danger to the viability of this league. Because it's never going to get any better. It's going to be full of racism, more racism than the WNBA ever experienced. We've never experienced this much racism in WNBA history that we've experienced in 2024, 2025, and now 2026. Get that chick out of this league permanently. And I wouldn't put her in any league. I think she just needs to go away. She already was hurting golf. People in golf got frustrated with her. She is toxic. She is poison, y'all. She is an STD. You got to get this chick up out of here. Go. It's not getting any better, y'all. It just isn't getting any better. We saw last season that as soon as someone said Kelsey Mitchell is better than Caitlyn, and they all tried to attack Kelsey Mitchell. They tried to attack Lexi Hall 2 times. They did it her rookie year when the season first started, and they did it a second year when the season first started. Any love coming Lexi way was fake. They was hating on Aaliyah Boston her rookie year and in 2025 when the season first started. They was hating on Natasha Howard. They was hating on Odyssey Sims. Right? Like, this is what they do. They was hating on Shea Petty. These are terrible people. Hating on Stephanie White. Like, that's what it is. Like, these are horrible. They was hating on Grace Berger for no reason, just hating on Grace. They was even hating on Victoria Saxton, and all she ever did was sit on the bench. Hated on Alyssa Smith for 2 years. These are terrible people, y'all. These are terrible people. Terrible people. Okay, you can't trust these people. You can't trust these people. So she has to go. She has to go. She's poison, y'all. She's poison, and she attracts a bunch of disgusting, sick, mentally disturbed, evil, wicked, vile, trash fans. A bunch of STD fans, a bunch of trash fans. That's who she brought with her. All of these people are 1000% trash. And it shows every time. Go to any social media platform and run through the comments. It's all trash. These are trash people. All of these YouTubers are trash. Every YouTuber making content about Caitlin Clark, they're all trash. All of them. Pure trash. Everyone doing these Twitter spaces, trash. Absolute trash. Right? That's what it is. That's what it is. And you got to call them out. You got to call them out. It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like I said, you got to get her out of this league. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. It hasn't gotten any better, has it? These fans haven't learned their lesson. They haven't learned their lesson, right? So, like I said before, how do you get her out of this league? Okay. Hold on. Sean says the Kara Lawson disrespect on KTV video was too much. You said, I remember when Aaliyah missed 3 against the Sparks her rookie year, they attacked Aaliyah like crazy. Yeah. So how do you get rid of her? Well, we got to do what I did in 2025. I said, listen, I'm going to get Caitlin Clark out of here for the whole year, but I'll injure her multiple times. I said, God is going to injure Caitlin Clark multiple times, then we're going to give her a season-ending injury if y'all don't stop. Because the racism was out of this world. The racism was disgusting. The cruelty, the mean-spirited, everything was nasty. It was a dirty toilet bowl, a dirty latrine. That's what it was. And it wasn't stopping, and Caitlin wasn't trying to make it stop. She didn't give a damn, right? So I said, because of Caitlin Clark's silence and because these fans and YouTubers and podcasters and media people and Twitter spacers and all that, they don't want to stop. They don't want to stop being evil and cruel. I said there's only 3 solutions to make this go away, to calm it down. Number 1, we have to take away her superpower, make her trash on the court, right? That means her superpower is shooting logos and all of that. Let's take that away. Let's make her trash on the court, okay? Then maybe that will humble them, and then they could just start respecting the game as a whole. And then, right, and then maybe to some degree they can hold her accountable and make her step it up. Okay. The second one was to just kick Caitlin Clark out of this league and just make her retire. Retire, Caitlin. Or the third option was to give her a season-ending injury. Now, I said that before the season started. Okay? And then I said that again during the season. And then it came true. The first part came true, where we took her superpowers away from her and she was trash. Okay? That's why you got 27.9%, 36% from the field. It didn't end. They got even more cruel and mean and evil and wicked and more racist and hateful, right? And started to troll even more. So I said, we got to get her up out of here. We got to get Caitlin Clark a season-ending injury. Either she retires or we got to give her a season-ending injury because it's not stopping. Boom. Season-ending injury. She was out of here. I made a video playing Chief Keef laughing at the bank. Laughing to the bank. That's what I did. And everybody was like, man, you called her. You said it. Like, I went to one of our famous parks here, and that's when I made that video. We only got 2 other options left. Either this chick retires or we got to give her a season-ending injury. She's out of here. So then they tried to make Sophie Cunningham their new god, their new grand wizard, their new white face that they were going to use to put above all other black women on the Fever and pump her up over all black women in the WNBA. They were doing that with Sophie. So I saw that, especially with that fat and white sports dude. And I said, oh, we got to get her up out of here. I'm giving, like, God, we got to give Sophie a season-ending injury. Y'all, the next day, that chick was out with a season-ending injury. So they got 2 of their white girls gone, right? That they tried to boost up and make her greater and better than all of the black women in the league and use both of those women to push their racism and to clout chase and to grift and to use them to be cruel and mean. I got both of them out of here. So then they went with Wnba, and they tried to pump up Wnba and tried to make Wnba the new white face of the Fever, and they were going to blow up Chloe. They were taking shots at Stephanie White for not giving Chloe enough minutes and all of this other stuff, right? So I said, oh, I see where this is going. They're going to use Chloe to make Chloe the new white face. Like they tried to do Sophie, like they were doing Caitlyn. We got to get Chloe back in. I say, if y'all keep it up, God is going to give her a season-ending injury. Boom. Chloe goes out with a season-ending injury. So it's clearly not stopping. So I made a video, a couple months ago, and I'm cussing these people out. And I said, you play with me again if you want to. I dare you to play with me. I dare you. And we'll get this chick up out of here during the qualifiers. Play with me if you want to. I can do it in the qualifiers. I can do it at training camp. Or I could do it during the season. Play with me if you want to. And we'll get this chick up out of here if y'all think y'all going to do the same thing y'all were doing in 2024 and 2025. We'll get this chick up out of here early. Or I do it during the season. Play with me if you want to. I dare you. So these people still not learning their lesson. They're still attacking Angel and all of these other black women. They're still pumping Caitlin Clark up, worshiping her, being cruel and mean to everyone, terrible content, just horrible stuff, y'all. Even the black ones, you got that nasty, ugly whore, Keep the Vision, whatever. That whore, that male whore, that thirsty little slut who be lurking on my channel, a whore, right? He a thirsty whore for views that he lied in a video yesterday and said that they were sabotaging Caitlin Clark, that Kara Lawson, all of them was sabotaging her. Her teammates were sabotaging her. Right? So that's what's going on. And then you got Fat and White Sports. You got him doing it. You got that ugly, nasty Ben Daniels, that midget. You got him doing it. You got that nasty herpes-looking STD chick, Rachel Demeter, doing it. You got Rosalina Lee doing it. I went and watched her video today and how she's trying to play both sides, but yet still slightly throwing Angel Reese under the bus and not holding Caitlin Clark accountable. So you got her doing it. Like none of it is changing. They're all doing it. All of them. That Come On Now podcast dude, he doing it. They're all doing it, y'all. So it's not changing. It's only going to get worse. If she doesn't look good against Italy, you know what? They're going to blame everyone else because they need content. They need views. So they're going to make it controversial and inflammatory, and they're going to lie and embellish. It's going to be nasty on Twitter. It's going to be nasty, y'all. So they're not, and this is just the qualifiers. Imagine when the season gets going, how bad it's going to get. You even had Barstools and Dave Portnoy doing the same thing. Like, so listen, I got to give you more options again. My creator, me and my creator, listen, we're going to get her up out of here. Caitlin either retires, the league kicks her out of the league because they see she's bad for the league. She's a danger. She's a danger. She poses a threat, a danger to the league and her teammates and coaches and other women just in the league. So either you retire Caitlin or the league kicks you out of this league, bans you permanently. That's 2 options. Third option, I'll take away your superpowers away from you again like I did last year. Or the 4th option is to give you multiple injuries during the season, throughout the season, or give you a season-ending injury, okay? And that's if these people keep this up, and if Caitlin isn't trying to calm it down, So if Caitlyn is still going to be quiet and these people are still going to be doing this horrible stuff they're doing, we're going to give Caitlyn a season-ending injury. Multiple injuries and then a season-ending injury. And I might have to go serious this time even more. I might have to give her Achilles tear. I might have to rupture her Achilles. I might have to dislocate her freaking hip. I might have to give her a slip disc. I might have to shatter her vertebrae. Like, I might have to go a little bit more serious this time around than what I did last year. I don't think y'all know who you listening to. Don't play with me like that. I mean, listen, I'm not a racist because I had to do it to Juju, and that was to punish the NCAA. I literally made that video. I said, we got to get Juju up out of here. They're forcing USC to get these wins so Juju could be in the Final Four. We got to get a boom. And I injured her during our game against my team, Mississippi State Bulldog. I made that video before the game. I said, we got to get Juju up out of here. ESPN and the powers that be with the NCAA pushing this to get this chick in the Final Four. We got to get her up out of here. Bam! She gone against my Mississippi State Bulldogs. I don't think y'all know who you listening to. I don't think, and you can call me a witch. You can call me the devil. You can call me God. But I don't think you know who you listening to. Play with me if you want to. If you keep this negativity up, this evil up, trying to hurt these black women in this league, black women and black people in general, trying to hurt this league, trying to hurt Kathy, trying to boost her up above everyone else and worshiping and idolizing this chick and being cruel and nasty and mean-spirited and evil and racist, and you using her for clout and grifting, and you like, try it again. And if Caitlyn is silent again for 3 years in a row, she know this is going on, she don't say anything. What's that fourth option? Season-ending injury. That's the fourth option. I got 4 options this time. Last year I had 3 options. This year I'm bringing 4 options. Number 1, retire. Number 2, ban her from the league. Number 3, multiple injuries during the season. Number 4, season-ending injury. This video will remain public. You heard it here first. Again, like you heard it last year. Don't play with me. And last year I got, what was it? Last year I got Juju up out of here. Last year. I got Caitlyn, Juju, Sophie, and Chloe up out of here. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Like, I don't play these games, y'all. I don't play these, like, don't play with me like that. You don't know who you listening to, and you can call me a witch. There's a lot of people that call me the devil, IRL, off of YouTube. Because the things I do and the things that I say that actually happen, they just can't believe it. He got to be the devil. He got to call me a witch, call me the devil. And then some people call me God. Some people call me Yahshua. Some people call me Jesus. Some people call me prophet. Some people call me Bible man. Other people was calling me Moses. But there's some people that call me a lot of different things, y'all. So now that's IRL. That's off of YouTube. Now on YouTube, IRL on YouTube, everything I say come true, except I was wrong about Kiki Area Fan. Don't play with me. I told you I was getting Caitlin Clark up out of here. She was out. I told you I'm going to get Sophie out. She got out. I said I'm getting Chloe out. She got out. I said I'm getting Juju out of here. She was out against my Mississippi State. Don't play with me. I'm telling you right now, if you keep it up, we're getting this chick up out of here. And we got 4 options. Oh, wait a second. Actually, there's 5 options. Well, yeah, that's 5 because I forgot we could take her superpowers away from her again. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. It's not a game. It's not a game. Right? Now, before I transition to talk about what's going on with the WNVPA, which I don't like. Hold on. You said angry sports fan. Let me see. Liquid, you said they are definitely nasty people. Let's not forget about that nasty post that somebody made about Dejanay Carrington involving her and who? Caitlin Clark. What is it? Cha-Cha Boy said, what up, though? Ali Al or Ali Al, you said, yo, I can't stand that clown. Sean said, CC better dress her fans, man. Jess said, that's angry sports fan. Cha-Cha Boy said she's the next, yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. But, so, I think we watched enough of the Mystics, unless y'all want to finish this out. We're going to finish this out. Let me go to Connecticut Sun one. Let's watch the Connecticut Sun. And then we could talk about this CBA real quick and I can end this video. Okay, Connecticut Sun highlights. All right, so good. We can watch that. All right. So, I don't like what's going on right now. Nafisa Collier is there after she lied on Kathy. That's going to be awkward. Kathy is going to be civil and shake her hand and all of that stuff, even though Nafisa lied. And Nafisa is there for intimidation purposes to try to throw her little bully negative energy around. What I don't like is that you got some people on the WNBA side in that room that's being poisoned, right? They're getting a whiff of these toxins, these chemicals coming from Nneka, Terry, and now Nafisa. And so that was the danger of getting in a room where they could throw these toxins in the air, these chemicals. And what that means is that the WNBA has become weakened and they're giving in to these ridiculous demands. And the Players Association, they're bragging and boasting and they're throwing their weight around. They're bold. Okay, so Nneka said 2 days ago, oh, we never took that March 10th deadline seriously. We never gave that any thought. Right? Oh, things are moving our way. Things are moving our way. Things are moving our way. Breonna Stewart says on a pivot that, yeah, everything they've given us is like through the roof, essentially. She said, but it's still not enough. And we want this transformational. So then today, Terry Carmichael Jackson, the snake, said that, oh, it's starting to get more transformational, because that bodes well for Terry and Nneka, because that means they get to run around on television and these podcasts flexing and say, we are now the de facto commissioner and board of governors, the union. Nneka looks more powerful than Kathy. The union looks more powerful than the board of governors. The WNVPA looks more powerful than the WNBA, and that's what they want. It was a power move. And so you're in a room with some white women and some Asian people, okay? And they're now becoming weakened by this nasty stuff spewing from Nneka's mouth and Terry's mouth and now Nafisa. And it's like this league is becoming weakened and they're giving in, they're capitulating, they're giving in to these ridiculous demands. Okay. And so I don't like it. I think the league should have said, take it or leave it. Before the March 10th deadline, their last proposal, they should have said, take it or leave it. And then the league should have moved on. Now the players are winning. The union is winning now. And that's bad. So they're trying to get permanent housing throughout the CBA. That's what they want. So these women don't want to pay for anything, not even for the WNBA app. That's how cheap they are. That's how greedy they are. That they don't want to be tested for weed. They smoke weed. They don't want to be tested for weed. They don't want to pay for the WNBA app. They don't want to pay rent. They don't want to pay for rentals. They want charter flights codified. They want security, even away from games. If they're going to the grocery store, they want security. They want to keep these 5-star hotels without ever roommating, without ever having a roommate. They want you to pay for Chelsea Gray to stay home for 4 weeks and get paid on top of getting her paycheck, and get paid to stay home for 4 weeks while her girlfriend is pregnant. And then pay $60,000 or more for that child while also paying for daycare. Okay, on top of all of these other stipends boosted. Then they want them to pay for older players that already retired and give them pensions and benefits. And all of these other things while the league gets nothing. The league gets nothing. So they're saying transformational for the players, but it's not transformational for the league. It's like Breonna Stewart said, we want to get it to a point where these players don't want for anything. But that means the league will be wanting for a lot. So it's transformational for the players, for Nneka and Terry and Nafisa and Breonna Stewart and Kelsey Plum, but it's not transformational for the league. Okay? It's not transformational for the league. And so I'm watching this the last few days, and I'm watching a bunch of 2 Asian people and some white women get finessed by this Nigerian con artist and his nasty little shill, Terry Carmichael, and arrested him in there with now this dirty, filthy snake, Nafisa Collier. And Kathy is just giving in and giving in and giving in. And Claire Wu Tsai and Joe Wu Tsai and the rest just giving in. And they're getting punked out by a fake, tough wannabe, a nasty Nigerian thug, and her shill, Terry Carmichael Jackson, and a nasty snake, Nafisa Collier. And they're just giving in. And I'm watching the league lose. And the league should have gave them a final offer before the deadline and then locked them out and brought on replacement players, quality replacement players with these new draft picks coming in 2026. And if there was any veteran or woman on that rookie deal that wanted to cross picket lines, do so. And you didn't even need Caitlin Clark, because I cleared all of that up a long time ago. Right, that this league, the trajectory of this league, like, you didn't need Caitlin. Like, I went through that a long time ago. Like, that was simple for me. Without Caitlin, this league is still dominate. So even though I said at the time with Caitlin, but I see all of this evil isn't stopping, so I don't even want Caitlin. If she gonna play, she play. I don't even want this chick. And the league is still dominate. But yeah, you should have just locked them out and moved on. Lock them out and move on. That's how you stand strong. And that put these women in their place. These are a bunch of unruly 11-year-olds, a bunch of women in their terrible tools. And they don't want to do anything. These are spoiled women. You spoiled them. And they want to stay spoiled by robbing you even more. And you got weak guardians. It's looking like Kathy Engelbert has become weak. And the parties with her are weak. Claire and Joe weak. And they're giving in, and now Nneka looks more powerful, which is what she wanted. Terry gets to get her bump, her pay raise, and now she gets to make over $300,000 instead of $267,000. Nafisa looks like the winner, and that's a big move for her husband and Unrivaled. It makes her look powerful. Kathy folded. Adam Silver folded. The league folded. And it should have never went that way. It's disgusting seeing this stuff, watching it. Just snakes. Like they're in a meeting with snakes. The media covering it is snakes. You got one nasty, ugly, dirty, filthy clown, Venom, calling himself Venom. That's a snake. And not in a good way. Snakes get their head chopped off. Snakes get thrown in fire. So you got his nasty self covering it, Thirsty. You got Annie Costable, snake. Alexa Filippo, snake. All of them out there, snakes. And inside that meeting room, snakes. And in the media, not there, snakes. Probably except for Christina Williams. Snakes. Like that's, and so Kathy is just surrounded by a bunch of snakes, giving in to these ridiculous demands instead of standing strong and holding firm. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So like, I hate it. I hate that. Like, it's Lou. Like, you don't reward spoiled kids, or they'll always be spoiled and brats. Man, these women, listen, you got to understand something. These women don't pay for anything except their phone bill, y'all. Except Verizon and T-Mobile. That's all it is. These women don't pay for anything. The WNBA get at everything, and now they want to keep everything and make even more. And they don't care how long it takes the WNBA to turn a profit. They don't give a damn about these owners. They don't give a damn about this league. They want to make all of this extra money, get gross revenue share, and keep permanent team issue housing permanently throughout the duration of the CBA, and get all of these other stipends and benefits. And if it take the WNBA 2 more years to turn a profit, so be it. If it take them 3 years to turn a profit, so be it. And what they failed to realize, and what the WNBA is failing to realize, is that even if you sign this deal because of what was going on the whole time, the ratings aren't going to be good, unless obviously with that new format, like how they're going to do the ratings now, it might look a little decent, but not really, because why? They forgot that these women have now become unlikable. Nneka is unlikable. Nafisa, outside of her Minnesota Lynx and UConn fans, she is unlikable. They're all unlikable. Caitlin Clark is unlikable. Even though she got these nasty fans, she's still unlikable. And now her fans don't like these women, so the ratings are really going to be bad. Kathy didn't think about that. The Board of Governors, Adam Silver, they didn't think about unlikability. These women are now unlikable. So you're giving them all of this stuff thinking you're going to get it back. But the product you're going to put out there is a bunch of unlikable players. And that's going to hurt ratings. And the product isn't going to be good because it's diluted. You have 15 teams. Now, certain stars will stand out because they'll put up big numbers. Okay? Or the teams that is able to be top heavy, they'll put up numbers. But the product is diluted because it's 15 teams now. And the women are unlikable. So 2 years in a row, you had the worst field goal percentage and three-point percentage in WNBA history for 2 years in a row. Now you're experiencing product dilution because it's 15 teams now. So women unlikable, product dilution, that doesn't help the league. Ratings take a hit. Attendance numbers for certain teams take a hit. Then you're dealing with the toxicity all over social media. It's a bad deal, WNBA, and they didn't see that. See, if I had any issue with Kathy over the years, the one thing I always said about Kathy since she took this job, since she got hired, is that Kathy sometimes is too reactive instead of proactive. Once Kathy figures it out, she gets going. But oftentimes, Kathy is reactive instead of proactive. A lot of times. Now, she does a lot of great things, but her gaffe, her flaw, is that she's reactive a lot instead of proactive. So Kathy is missing this, y'all. She doesn't see this. Like, y'all didn't see this until I explained it to y'all the other day, and now I'm doing it again. The media, they don't see this. No one sees this. I'm the only one who see it. All praise be to my creator. And I brought it up to y'all a few days ago, and I'm doing it again today. These women are now unlikable. And you pair that with product dilution because of 15 teams, which creates product degradation because 3 years in a row where the field goal percentage is bad and the three-point percentage is bad in league history. So you have unlikability that you didn't factor, you didn't consider. You have product dilution because of 15 teams. You marry that with unlikability, and then you marry that with product degradation. 3 years in a row with terrible field goal percentage and three-point percentage. Okay? Right? Then there's the ratings dip. Potential attendance dip. The toxicity all over social media and the podcasts. Caitlyn going out with an injury. How you think you're supposed to get that money back? Now you're in quicksand. You got conned by a Nigerian. I told you, you can't trust any Nigerian unless they can prove that they can be trusted. Nigerians are 1000% con artists, and they have to fight tooth and nail to prove to you. Listen, I will never give a Nigerian a benefit of the doubt. I'm starting out with no trust for a Nigerian. Any Nigerian that I came across, 9 times out of 10, they were scamming and scheming and conning and finessing. You got to prove to me if you're a Nigerian that I can trust you. I just don't trust Nigerians. Prove it. So you right now in these meetings, you're getting finessed by a Nigerian who finessed you in 2020 and was willing to kill the league in 2020. She was willing to kill the league this year. And you got Terry Carmichael, her shield, her sycophant. And you got Nafisa is a snake, a vindictive, devious, spiteful, scorned little snake. And you got Kathy just giving in, Claire Wu-Tsai giving in, the NBA giving in because they can't see. They don't have foresight. They don't have vision. They can't see the future. They can't even see what's in front of them. They can't see through all of it. They can't see. They can't decipher. And then I come in and then I say, product dilution, product degradation, unlikability, toxicity, injury to Caitlin Clark. How you supposed to get this money back? And then you don't see that you're becoming an enabler of poor conduct by rewarding spoiled kids inside of the bodies of adults. And they didn't see that coming, y'all. They didn't see that coming. And then the media covering you are a bunch of snakes. Right? A bunch of thirsty little snakes. And like, that's what you're experiencing. That's what you're witnessing. That's what you're Nafisa, Anissa, the next GOAT. Yeah, Anissa Nice. Yeah, like that's what you're experiencing, y'all. So I just wanted to clear that up, man. I just wanted to clear all of that up. So anyway, we can watch this and I can drink my coffee and I'm not even gonna speak. This is the end of the video. Like some of y'all could leave, some of y'all could stay and just watch this. Let me drink my coffee. Really, man, let me just end this video.